In daily life, making bread. Yeast is used in bakeries to make bread and cakes. These are added to the dough to produce carbon dioxide, which makes the dough rise. Breads and cakes are soft due to the carbon dioxide gas. Chlorella, green algae, which is rich in proteins and vitamins, is added to the dough to enrich the bread with nutrients. Preparation of curd and cottage cheese. Lactose in the milk gets turned into lactic acid by the action of lactobacillus bacteria. Therefore, milk becomes thick curd. It gives the sour taste. When curd is processed, cottage cheese, paneer is obtained. In human intestine, Lactobacillus acidophilus that lives in the human intestine helps in digestion of food and fights against harmful disease causing organisms. E. coli bacteria living in the human intestine help in synthesizing vitamin K and vitamin B. Microbes in food process. Microorganisms commonly used for food processing are yeast, bacteria and molds. Fermentation process, which is carried out by microorganisms, result in the production of organic acid and alcohol and esters. They help to preserve the food and generate distinct new food products. Food preservation. Two techniques are followed in the food preservation. They are traditional techniques, modern techniques. Traditional techniques. Fermentation, pickling, boiling and sugaring are the traditional techniques followed in food preservation. Food production. Probiotics. Probiotics are live food supplement used in Yakult and other fermented milk products. Example, Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium bifidum. These bacteria improve the microbial spectrum in the gut and thus contribute to the following effects. Decrease the risk of colon cancer, decrease cholesterol absorption, prevent diarrheal disease by increasing immunity. Harmful microorganisms. A few microorganisms are harmful to plants, animals and humans. They cause disease and hence they are called as pathogens. Pathogens enter the body through the cuts and wounds in the skin, mouth or nose and cause disease. Virus causing flu are spread through air. When the patient sneezes, droplets containing virus spread in air and it gets entered to another person when he breathes. Some of the diseases caused by the microorganisms in plants, animals and humans are given in the tables below. Diseases caused by microorganisms in plants. Plant disease, citrus canker. Causative microorganism, Xanthomonas axonopodis, bacteria. Mode of transmission, air and water. Symptoms, lesions on leaves, stems and fruit. Preventive measures, treatment. Copper based bactericides can be used. Potato blight disease. Phytophthora infestans, fungi, air, brown lesions on the surface of the tubers. Fungicides are used. Diseases caused by microorganisms in animals. Animal diseases, anthrax also affects humans. Causative microorganisms, Bacillus anthracis, bacteria. Mode of transmission, through contaminated soil and food. Symptoms, difficulty in breathing, unconsciousness, loss of appetite. Preventive measures, treatment, anthrax vaccine, foot and mouth disease, aptovirus, virus, through air and animal vectors, fever, blisters in mouth, weight loss, decreased milk production. FMD vaccine, diseases caused by microorganisms in humans. Human diseases, tuberculosis, causative microorganism, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, bacteria. Mode of transmission, through air and sputum of infected person. Symptoms, persistent cough, blood mucus, loss of weight, breathlessness. Preventive measures or treatment, BCG vaccine, cholera, Vibrio cholerae bacteria by flies and contaminated food and water. Watery diarrhea, vomiting, rapid dehydration. Anti-cholera vaccine, maintaining personal hygiene. Common cold, influenza virus, through air, running nose, sneezing. Isolation of patient. Rabies, Rabidoviride virus, animal bite. Fever, hallucination, paralysis, inability to swallow. Anti-rabies vaccine. Amoebic dysentery, Entamoeba histolytica. Protozoa, food, water and flies. Severe diarrhea and blood in stool. Proper sanitation to be followed and metronidazole antibiotic to be administered. Malaria, Plasmodium protozoa, female anopheles mosquito, nausea, vomiting, high fever. Anti-malarial drugs like quinine and chloroquine to be taken and usage of mosquito repellents and nets. Relationship between man and microbes, balances, imbalances and uses. Thousands of bacteria, fungi and other microbes that live in our gut are essential contributors to a good health. They break down toxins, manufacture some vitamins and essential amino acids and form a barrier against invaders. Gut microbes are the bacteria in human gut. They are one of the most important allies in our overall health and well-being. Gut ensures that the body is absorbing all the important nutrients to function at its highest level. Many different aspects of health are attached to it. Thank you. Hello students. Today's homework portion, 2nd Roman 5th question. Why microorganisms are essential for agriculture? Why microorganisms are essential for agriculture? Microorganisms are called as decomposers. Microorganisms are called as decomposers because they act upon degradable waste. They act upon degradable waste. Microorganisms are called as decomposers because they act upon degradable waste. In agricultural field, microorganisms act as natural fertilizer, nitrogen fixators, biocontrol agents. In agricultural field, microorganisms act as natural fertilizer, nitrogen fixators, biocontrol agents. So, it is essential for agriculture. So, it is essential for agriculture. Next, 3rd Roman 4th and 5th question. 3rd Roman 4th and 5th question. How can we improve the beneficial bacterial count in human beings? How can we improve the beneficial bacterial count in human beings? They are around 40 trillion bacteria in our body. There are around 40 trillion bacteria in our body, most of which are in fiber. Promotes the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, including bifidobacteria. Most of which are in fiber promotes the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, including bifidobacteria. The following ways to improve the beneficial bacterial count. The following ways to improve the beneficial bacterial count. Take probiotic and eat fermented foods. Take probiotic and eat fermented foods. Eat probiotic fiber. Eat probiotic fiber. Eat less sugar and sweetness. Eat less sugar and sweetness. Reduce stress. Reduce stress. Avoid taking antibiotic unnecessarily. Avoid taking antibiotic unnecessarily. Exercise regularly. Exercise regularly. Get enough sleep. Get enough sleep. The next question, fifth one. Write a short note on probiotics. Write a short note on probiotics. Probiotics are live food supplements used in yogurt and other fermented milk products. Probiotics are live food supplements used in yogurt and other fermented milk products. Example, Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium bifidum. Example, Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium bifidum. These bacteria improve the microbial spectrum in the gut. These bacteria improve the microbial spectrum in the gut and thus contribute to the following effects. Decrease the risk of colon cancer. Decrease the risk of colon cancer. Decrease the cholesterol absorption. Decrease cholesterol absorption. Prevent diarrheal disease. Prevent diarrheal diseases by increasing the immunity power. By increasing the immunity power. Decrease the risk of colon cancer. Decrease cholesterol absorption. Prevent diarrheal diseases by increasing the immunity power. Today we have worksheet also. I'll explain the worksheets and you can answer it easily. Microorganisms. Thinking skill. Observe the picture and answer the following questions. Here given two pictures, two organisms, organism A, organism B. Organism A, organism B. Organism A, this is you know very well, and organism B also familiar only. First one, name the organism A. The first question is name the organism A. You want to write the name of the organism. And the second question, name of the organism B. You have to write the name of the organism B. And the third question is, will organism B move? Will organism B move? If it is can move, just you can write yes. Whether it is not move or unable to move mean, you can write no. Next fourth question, organism A is a unicellular, multicellular or both? Fifth question, organism B is a unicellular, multicellular, both. Sixth one, organism A is a autotroph or heterotroph. What is autotroph? If it is prepare their own food, mean that is a autotroph. It cannot produce their own food, mean that is a heterotroph. Okay. So organism B is a autotroph or heterotroph. You want to write the correct answer. Second one, understanding skill. Circle the correct answer. A unicellular organism is also called protist. Ninth one, all protists are in dash in major. All protists are dash in major. Unicellular, multicellular, both. Eighth one, all protists are eukaryotic or prokaryotic or both. While teaching time I told to you what is eukaryotic, what is prokaryotic. A clear nucleus, membrane bound organelles present mean that is a eukaryotic. There is no clear nucleus mean that is a prokaryotic. Okay. 11th question, all protists are autotroph, heterotroph, both. All protists are autotroph, heterotroph or both. 12th one, give any two example for algae. You can refer the book. Give any two example for fungi. Okay. Next, third Roman, observation skill. Look in your kitchen at home. How many foods can you see that either contain microbes or were produced with the help of microbes? Food item, chicken. Microbes present, bacteria. Tick if you see them already. Meat. Microbes present, bacteria. Cheese, fungi. Curd, bacteria. Parota, fungi. If you see them already, you can tick in the third column. Okay. So do well and send to your concerned teacher. Thank you.